Cyclone Maila strengthening out in the Solomon Sea. The first Papua New Guinea named storm in 19 years is now here in the form of Cyclone Maila, a Category 1 equivalent cyclone on the Saffir-Simpson scale at 8.8 degrees south and 154.2 degrees east. So as you can see, we have this as 75 miles an hour, 986 millibars, moving west-northwest, or a compass degree of 295 degrees at 2 miles an hour, which is also 2 knots. This is the latest as of 4 p.m. Port Moresby time and Sydney time at 6 a.m. UTC on April 5th, 2026. As you can see here, the wind quadrants are quite moderate for this size, the biggest being the northwestern side of the storm at 110 nautical miles, 90 to the northeast, 60 to the southeast, and 70 to the southwest. The hurricane force winds are 35 nautical miles in the entire northern side of the storm and 30 to the southeastern side of the storm and 0 on the southwestern side of this storm. This storm is currently 95 miles away from Wabananura, 393 from Honiara, 484 from Port Moresby, 514 from Lae, and 797 miles away from Cairns. Apologies if I mispronounced any of the city names just then. Once again, 95 miles away from Wabanura, 393 from Honiara, 484 from Port Moresby, 514 from Lae, and 797 from Cairns. So the primary hazards in association with this storm right now are rip currents. Dangerous rip currents will remain the primary threat from Cyclone Maila as the storm meanders in the Solomon Sea. Storm force winds are expected in the surrounding islands as the storm is expected to remain in the region for several days before moving towards the coast of Queensland in Australia. Once again, the storm is expected to remain in the region, and here's the latest cone that reflects that the storm will remain in the region for at least the next several days. We believe it will start to move towards the Queensland coast in the middle of the week. Just as a reminder, it does say Category 2 on this image. This is the Australian scale. This is a Category 1 on the Saffir-Simpson scale, so that's just something to keep in mind. When it comes to the sea surface temperatures, they are piping hot for this storm. And as you can see, they are 30 degrees, and this storm will definitely tap into that as it strengthens in this area before moving southwest to the coast of Queensland in Australia. So as you can see, this storm is still expected to intensify, and it will not struggle doing so, and as it does so, that pool of sea surface temperatures will cool down over a couple of days. When it comes to the multimodal diagnostics, as you can see, these models really do take this storm up to quite some strength, partially because shear remains slightly moderate for this storm, not too high, not too low. Sea surface temperatures remain relatively stable as well, and mid-level relative humidity is also relatively stable, again not too high, not too low for this storm, so that should limit its intensification. But it is still expected to strengthen as it does so. And looking at this imagery, you can really see the yellows, the -90s in the center of this storm as it blows up some convection there, as well as you can see with the great big band of purple that is surrounding those yellows there. So this is a very dangerous system, expected to sort of stay in the area that it is now for the next couple of days before moving southwest towards the coast of Queensland in Australia. And as you can see, the outlines of the islands there, as this storm is sort of expected to, again, still meander around in the area. It's not quite stationary, but it is slow moving. It's going to do a couple of loops and then eventually decide that it wants to head off to Queensland. And as you can see here, look at this relative humidity graph here. You can really see the blow up of convection that's just happened in the latest frames here as well. That being said, this system is still expected to intensify in this region of the world, expected to stay within the area of the Solomon Sea.